Good evening, grade fours. We're back with our division unit, and today we did some great work, and we were working on modeling ways to show division. And I hope you can see the work up here and some of the ways that people were using. Some people were thinking about using a hundreds chart and thinking about counting backwards or repeated subtraction. Although in this case, I think they did start with repeated addition to figure out their equation. That's great. Use what you already know to help you. Another group, Jackie and Fernando's group, they decided to make an array to show their groups. And we decided to circle the rows in the array to show our groups. Because the key learning for us is that division is all about making equal groups. And it's about repeated subtraction. Very important. Emma and Elise, they did a picture of the groups. Our equation that we were working on was 72 divided by 8, and how many items would be in each group. So they made 8 circles, and then they were able to figure out how many items were distributed into each group of 8. What I want you to think about tonight is using a number line. We started that a little bit today. We're going to work on that tomorrow. We decided that we were really good at using multiplication to help us divide, which is very important. But we want to really be sure that division is all about subtracting or taking away equal groups, so that when we get to bigger numbers, we can use the division math operation. So if we're looking at a number line, remember, we're going backwards. So we're subtracting. We're going to start with our whole number at the right end, and I have an arrow here at this end so that you know you're going this way. So we can make many division equations that would go with, or a few that would go with the number 30. I'm going to see if I can make equal groups of 5, because I know that 5 works really well with 30. I know 5 multiplied by 6 is 30. But I want to be able to show how many groups I can make from 30. So I've put 30 here, and I'm going to think of using my number line. I'm going to do one hoop. Remember, we called it that when we were doing addition and subtraction before. That's one group of 5. So I'm taking away one group of 5. That leads me to 25. I need to get all the way to 0. So I have to skip counting backwards, as Madeline put it, or we're going to do repeated subtraction. I'm going to do another group of 5 and see what happens. That brings me to 20. Let's go for another jump. That of repeated subtraction of 5. That takes me to 15. Oops, let's make that a little more clear. I'm going to do another skip count backwards repeated addition. That takes me to 10. I'm still not at 0. I'm going to do another jump of 5 repeated subtraction. That takes me to 5. I'll do another jump, and that will take me to 0. So now I need to know, so I know 5 multiplied by 6 equals 30. But I also need to know that how many groups I'm making. So I'm going to count now how many groups I've made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have made 5 groups of 6. So I'm going to write my equation. My total amount, or my whole amount that I start with. Remember, I have to start with my whole amount, which is the biggest number in division first. I'm going to divide by 5. I was taking away 5 each time, and I was able to make 5 groups of 6. So I would like you to, at home, continue with this for practice. And this is going to jump straight to our during question with a very similar activity. Thank you. Good night.